Don't even know if I'm gonna even have this. Don't even know if I'm gonna have this even be, uploaded. I don't fucking know. We'll have to wait and see how this goes. I can't remember exactly where this is. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again. All right, here we go.
General Radon, pleasure to see you. After all this time, but those remains do not belong to you.
Okay.
Lord Moog will have them.
Woo. All right. Ow. Oh. Borg! Oh, come on. That may have been the closest I had ever gotten. I can do this. Dead. Wow! An insta-death me. I hate that. I hate that. Oh. Can I please have a moment to heal? I didn't mean to do the thorn attack. I meant to do the heal. No, I dodged too early on that one attack. I dodged way too early on that one attack. Okay. That moveset looks amazing, but boy, do I hate it when you win. Please change targets. Or don't change targets, that's also a thing. Can I Well, that just happened.
General Radon, a pleasure to see you.
Fuck you! My sides kind of hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
General Radon, a pleasure to see you. After all this time, but those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have them.
Okay, he's doing the sorcery of earth. Okay. No. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I am surprised the rot didn't trigger. I'm gonna die. Oh, wow, it's just me and the Mimic now? If I could be honest, I don't even know what the fuck happened. I'm scared. I did it! I did. Remembrance of Radon, consort of Mikola, hewn into the Erdtree, the power of its namesake, whatever. In their childhood, Mikola saw in Radon a lord, his strength and his kindness. That stood in stark contrast with their afflicted selves. And so Mikola made his heartfelt wish that Radon would one day be his king consort. Is that it? I won? Is there nothing else? Let us go together. Memory? A memory?
Lord brother. I'm going to be a god.
Mikola?
If we honor our part of the vow, promise me you'll be my consort. I'll make the world a gentler place.
Circlet of light. The circlet of light which adorned Mikola's head as he returned in divine aspect. It has begun to fade into nothingness. Slightly boosts intelligence, faith, and arcane while also boosting the power of Mikola's light. This circle was to be the very foundation upon which Mikola's age of compassion would be built, should it ever come to pass. Make the world a gentler place, huh? There's not much you could do in attempting to make a world a gentler place. You foolishly thought it would be a good idea to brainwash people. Tioler. Tioler's hidden needle, mask, garb, gloves, and trousers. I saw that his hidden needle's a weapon. Concealed weapon used by Tioler, of a design generally favored by poison wielders for dark and subtle purposes. Like Saint Trina, who blossomed in the deep purple garden, a rich poison is secreted from within, which sends its victims into an eternal sleep. Sleep evermore. Pierces the enemy deeply with a poison-coated needle that delivers eternal sleep. If the follow-up strike lands upon a foe who is already in a state of slumber or eternal sleep, it will deal significant damage. I can barely even see that. Ansbach. You did Moog proud. Wise man's mask. Ansbach's attire. Obsidian Lamina. Furious blade of Ansbach. A technique. The wise man's mask, huh? Can you tell I'm kind of, like, drained? That was legitimately one of the hardest bosses I've ever seen in FromSoft history. That immediately goes beyond Orphan of Kos. The Iron Mask of Sir Ansbach, given the appearance of a quiet, wise, old bearded man. But an old fear lurks beneath, together with the cold, unflinching discipline that once honed his blade, now employed to enhance blood oath and dynastic skills. Attire of Sir Ansbach, the embroidered crest of the pureblood knights has now all but faded away. Enhances blood oath and dynastic skills. Ansbach understood that keeping his oath to his old master was not an act of logic, nor would it bear any justice, but it was for those very reasons he was unable to let go. Signature weapon of the pureblood knight Ansbach, a viciously keen and slender scythe made for combat. The obsidian edge relies not upon trickery to fulfill its violent purpose. Through skill alone, the wielder can rip and rend through foes, sowing blossoms of red upon the battlefield. Dynastic sickle play. That is definitely a Reaper's scythe. Huh. I can't deny, there is a beauty to his movements. I assume it's a spell I can't use. My arcane is not very high. 27 arcane? That's probably the movements that he was doing. Produces a blood flame blade from the side of the hand, then he lunges at enemies to cleave through them. Charge to increase the number of slashes. Markedly different from the finessed swordplay of the Dynast, this is an aggressive last resort of an incantation that gave rise to Ansbach's fearsome reputation. Three items. Greatsword of Radon, Lord, Light of Mik... 72 faith? They're the same weapon, but they have a different ability. Unique skill, Promised Consort. Imbue the two greatswords with the light of Mikola, then deliver a slashing attack accompanied by columns of light. Light speed slash. Assume a luminous form and leap forward to deliver a downward slash at the speed of light. This attack will be followed up by an additional light attack. Charge to increase power of the skill and number of follow-up attacks. Light of Mikola. The strength of Mikola upon his deific return wielded as an incantation. Annihilates foes of the Pillar of Light. Mikola sought to accept all that was and would be, but found one that refused to be embraced. No wonder, as one god and one king consort is all the world needs. Wow. Okay. A new Radon set just dropped, I guess. The golden helm worn by Radon in his younger years, proudly displaying his heroic red hair, it is fitting attire for a lion. When Millennia Blade of Mikola left the wrought flower blossom in Aeonia, Radon heard a murmur in his ear. Mikola awaits thee, O promised consort. Damn. Yeah, look at that. Look at the omen horns in the lake. Oh, that's so good. I'm guessing it would be kind of crazy if that was the case, but Light of Mikola is probably, if I had to guess, it's probably that ridiculous nuke spell. So if I want to just become a literal god, huh? And if whatever does, and if something doesn't survive, then, or something does survive, then it's just going to be bombarded by divine light. I'm gonna go nap. I think that's probably the best thing I can say at the end of this. This might be the best DLC I've ever seen be done in a video game. I'm sorry that this was not a stream, but my curiosity knew new bounds, and I needed to know. Good night, everyone.